Good evening everyone friends. So in this video I am going to explain about how to calculate square roots which are perfect square roots in less time, that means in 5 seconds. So let us discuss the trick by the help of following examples. Suppose if I ask square root of 9801, so what is the answer? By seeing you have to say the answer. So how to analyze that I will explain. So here if you see the square root means under root లో ఇక్కడ 2 ఉన్నట్టు మీనింగ్ రైట్. సపోజ్ ఇఫ్ ఐ సే స్క్వేర్ రూట్ ఆఫ్ ఏ మీన్స్ ఏ పవర్ 1/2 రైట్. సో స్క్వేర్ రూట్ మీన్స్ here 2. Okay, means you have to ignore 2 digits in this trick. So to remember I am explaining. Similarly if I say cube root, we have to ignore last 3 digits from this end, right. From this end I need to ignore last 2 digits. Suppose if I say cube root from end a power 1/3, right. That means from end I need to ignore last 3 digits, right. So in another video I am going to explain about cube root. In this video I am going to explain about square root. Okay, sorry. So here as it is square root, we need to ignore last 2 digits. First let us calculate the answer. So here last digit is 1, square of 1 only which can be 1, or square of 9, 1 square which is 1, 9 square which is 81. సో యూనిట్ డిజిట్ 1 రావడానికి మనకు 2 పాసిబిలిటీస్ ఉన్నాయి. అయితే అది స్క్వేర్ ఆఫ్ 9 అయినా కావాలి, లేదా స్క్వేర్ ఆఫ్ 1 అయినా కావాలి, అంతేనా కదా. నెక్స్ట్ we need to ignore last 2 digits or it is square root, and we need to check 98 which squares between it lies. So we know that 9 square which is 81, and we know that 10 square which is 100. It lies between 9 square and 10 square, but we need to give priority to the lower number square which is 9. So here we need to write 9. So either it could be 91 square or it could be 99 square. So as we know that 100 multiplied by 100 square, we know that 1 2 3 4. As it is nearer to 10,000, as it is nearer to 10,000 9801, it could be the square of 99. So our answer is 99. Under root of 9801, square root of 9801 is 99. So hence this is our final answer. Suppose if I ask square root of 15625, we need to check the last digit. It could be the square of 5. So 5 square only which is 25. Any other number square ending with 5, that is not possible, right. So it could be 5. We need to ignore last 2 digits, right, as it is square root. I need to check whether 596 lies between which squares and which square. We know that 12 square which is 144 and 13 square which is 169. It lies between 12 square and 13 square, but we need to give priority to the lower number square which is 12. So hence our answer is 125. The square root of 15625 which is 125 is our answer. And now if we discuss this third question, which number square it could be 9, either it could be 3 square and or it could be 7 square, because 3 square which is 9 and 7 square which is 49, right. And now we need to ignore the last 2 digits, okay, because it is square root, right. I need to check whether 151 lies between which squares. So we know that 12 square which is 144, 13 square which is 169. It lies between 12 square and 13 square. but we need to give priority to the lower number square, which is 12. So it could be either 123 or 127. And now we need to check, we need to appropriate our answer. So we know that 130 square, which is 16900, so it is nearer to so our answer is 16,900, but it is very far from our original number. And we know that 120 square, which is 14400, so it is nearer to our 14,400. So it is far from 19,000, 16,900, and close to 14,400. So that means close to 120 square, which is 123. So our exact answer is 123 is our right answer. So in this way we could predict. So our answer is 123. And suppose if let us go to now next question. Suppose if I say which square, it could be 4. We know that 2 square, which is 4, and 8 square, which it could be 4, because 2 square, which is 4, 8 square, which is 64. So unit digit could be 4. So this is our fourth example. And as it is square root, we need to ignore last two digits, and we need to check which number squares between it lies. 262. We know that 16 square 256, and 17 square, which is 289. It lies between 16 square and 17 square, but we need to choose the lower number square, which is 16. So our answer could be 162 or 168. So to appropriate our answer, let us check square of 160. That's why I said before only, we need to know 1 to 20 squares. So that's how we could use this square root trick. So 160 square, if I see 25600, it is, that means it is closer to 160 square. So 26244 is closer to 160 square. And if I check 170 square, 28900, so it is very far, so no need to check. So our answer could be near 160. So the square of 162, this is could be our right answer. This could be our right answer to the square root of 26244. So the square root of 26244 is 162, right? And now this is our last question. So if we see the last digit, it could be the square of 2, it could be the square of 8. We should ignore last two digits because it is a square root. I need to check whether 368 lies between what squares. So we know that 19 square, which is 361, 20 square, which is 400. So it lies between the 19 square and 20 square, but we need to choose the lower number square, so that is 19. So our answer could be 192 or 190. So here we need to appropriate our answer. So let us check the square of 190, right? So it could be 36100, and square of 200, which is 440,000 something. So it is very far to 200 square. So it could be very far from even 198 square also. So our answer could be 192, because the square of 192, which is nearer to the square of 190. So our appropriate answer could be 192. So the square root of 36864, which is 192, is our right answer. So in this way we could calculate the square roots trick in 5 seconds. Okay. So here I give an example. So try it of your own. So I will give an example. So you try it of your own. Suppose if I have square root of 17956. So this is square root. We need to ignore last two digits from this side. We know already know. So try this answer and put it in the comment box. Okay. Thank you, friends. So thank you, everyone.